there was this strong idea in my head. Before I even put the first sketch on paper, I had this vision of the car. I started my first sketches, did the proposals, a couple of views, presented, got selected for model. We were competing with each other for a couple of months, and bit by bit along the way, my model remained as a contender. It was like more than a year after that the model was finally selected. That was probably the best day in my life, in my professional life for sure. That my original sketch, the work that was done all along, was finally selected to go into production. This was a big moment for me. We always had this working title in mind, Sedan 2.0, because we did want to make a big leap, right? We wanted to make it look absolutely new, to look different than the predecessor. And we did this by giving it this curved roof shape. It's inspired by TT, inspired by other Audis of the past. Heritage in our design DNA is very important. So this is the key aspect. And this brings you into a rear end where the trunk lid is rather short and you have a coupe-shaped roof line. And this gives a really nice silhouette, but with a short deck lid would not be too practical. So actually then incorporating a long deck lid, a long trunk that opens all the way up with a window is a total highlight that even for me as a designer offers this cool blend into functionality and style at the same time. As a whole, it's really something new. These are some of the views of the sketches of this car. You can clearly see the front sitting really low. It's this kind of down road graphics that make it look powerful and confident at the same time. It's showing how strong the Quattro blisters are on this car. They really are part of the volume. It's something that grows out of the body like real muscle. That gives the car a really strong three-dimensional feel and a very athletic stance. We have the single frame grille, but that has a new proportion, so it's a really low and wide honeycomb grille. We have deliberately squeezed it in this direction to give it a new presence, a new sporty look. Headlights that stretch from the single frame grille are really slim. We have incorporated all the functions and made it really slim, elegant. We have integrated door handles. First time on a combustion engine car. We have a really clean side thanks to that. We have a sculpted rear where the spoiler stands very upright and forms with the deck lid, forms a really sharp contrast. And this, in such a nice way, is integrated with the rear light. And I think it looks stunning when you drive behind and you see this stripe and the digital OLED graphics. It has such a bold attitude. I really look forward to see the car on the road. There's a line that comes from the single frame grille, runs through the headlight, a sharp edge, running over the side, taking the door handles, running all over the rear into the rear light stripe. Basically, it's an equator. And that sort of splits light and shadow, giving it this punch, this extreme, sporty, athletic attitude. It's always been my biggest dream as a designer, even before becoming a designer, to do a car that's becoming a production car. And to do that sketch and to get it through to production is the biggest gratification you can have as a designer. No more wish in life after this in some way.